Hello everyone, this is Eric here. I'm excited to show you this new instrument from myself and Glenn Lloyd. It's called Elixer, the Lost Tapes. And I'll just go through each section and window or tab here, just show you all the parameters that you can tweak and the things that make this instrument unique and special. So first you can change the voices with this little tab up here. You can scroll one at a time with these arrows. You can also randomize if you're feeling lucky. And you can load up to 4 different voices at a time. You can turn that particular voice on or off with the power. And you can solo so that no other voices are heard. And then when you play it, you can see the wave file. Then it will show you your most recent key strike. And then you can control velocity sensitivity. Just turning it up will just make your keyboard more responsive and sensitive to how lightly or hard you press the keys. Then we have volume, tuning, pan, and width in the source tab here. Pretty basic. And if you press Control and click on the knob, it will zero out, go to the default. Same with all these tabs like this. So we got the envelope section. So yeah, ADSR, and you can actually go up to 25 seconds with the release, which is quite a long time. And most of these samples are looped, so you can just leave it going. I'm actually not pressing the keys, just letting the release do the work. And see, it's just looping. And I should mention there are 63 sound sources, 1,700 samples or so, and about 2.6 gigabytes in total with the size. And most of them are instruments, but then we have some dialogue and some effects taken from old public domain videos. Next section after the envelope is the filter section. It's got quite a few filter types that you can choose from. Low pass 2, low pass 4, band pass 2, band pass 4, high pass 2, high pass 4, phaser, notch, formant, and vowel. So got a lot of options. A lot of different ways that you can sculpt the sound. So yeah, that's the knobs here. And then this here is the motion part of the engine. And this will control how the relationship between the different voices that you have for each section here. So if I have another sound loaded up here. So yeah, you can have up to 4 voices, and you can move that around manually, or you can do that with the movement page, but I'll get to that a little later. Let's move on to the effects page here. We have chorus. I'm going to load up a preset just for this now. Then we have distortion. You can dampen it. It kind of almost does like a low pass filter on it and softens the effect of the distortion. Lo-fi with sample rate and bit crushing. Delay, which is already activated for this sound. And we got the filter, which is already activated. And you have the same filter types that you can choose from that you do with each voice. Then we have spatial. You can even do all the way to mono. And then we have a convolution. We got pre-delay, low pass, high pass, length, dry, wet. And we have a lot of different convolution types. And you can also randomize this. Forgot to mention that with the main page, but you can randomize that as well. And that will randomize everything. It will randomize the voice for each slot. It will also randomize the filter, source, envelope settings. And we got a lot of stuff going on here already for this preset. So moving on from the effects, we can also randomize this section. We have LFOs that you can apply to different parameters. Tuning is a good one to do, I think, for these type of sounds. But you can also do the cutoff, volume, pan, drive, width. I'm just going to solo this. Almost has an ARP effect doing that. So yeah, the LFOs will just keep running throughout, and then you have the envelopes, which will just be a one pass kind of thing. So you can control the attack, decay, sustain, and release with this. So yeah, just showing that it's actually doing something there. Whoops. Yep, so that's that page. And then we have the movement page. So you control speed, depth, so it will go wider. It's closer to the center with this. And then when it's less smooth, it's a little more choppy. And you can kind of get an ARP kind of effect again with that. You can also sync it so that you can go based on the tempo of your DAW. And then retrigger, which starts the sequence from the same place every time, as you can see there. Whereas if it's like this, it just keeps running, and then it will pick up where you left off when you release the key and press it again. And you can change the direction with a circular movement. And then over here we have horizontal and vertical, and you can have those at the same time selected. I'm going to change the sound again because I kind of messed up the sound and I don't really like the way it sounds, honestly. Ooh, I like this one. Let's go to the movement page, and it actually already has these selected, so that's good. So again, we can sync and retrigger these as well. And then we can randomize everything except for the movement. So if we go to the main page, it'll randomize everything, including the effects that are applied individually to each voice. You can also randomize the effects. And the modulation page, which can kind of get crazy. And then we have the Polyphony mode, which is by default is on. And I have a preset I want to show for that. So we have 5 NKIs that have been created for your convenience. The reversed just has all the instruments reversed. I find that one really useful and really cool. Then we've isolated all the instruments, so there's only instruments in that NKI. Then there's only dialogue and effects in this one. And then this one that I have loaded up, all 4 in, it's just all the voices have been duplicated 4 times so that you can load the same sample into each of these slots if you wish. You do have to do some scrolling though, but I've created some samples using these methods, and I wanted to show you the Polyphony button with this. So I like this sound on monophony, so I do not have Polyphony activated. And so this is what it would be like with Polyphony. Not quite the same effect, so. So that's about it, and then you can turn the movement on or off. Nothing currently happening, so. And I just want to show you some samples or some presets where I used the movement to the advantage of the sounds. Where else? So this you can kind of do sort of a, what do you call it, generative kind of thing. So that's Elixer, the Lost Tapes. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.